Well, today we are talking Eberechi, and people might be asking themselves, Rokani, but the summer transfer window ended. Why is this in the news? This is in the news because Manchester United and any elite club has to start to plan for its summer transfer window or January transfer window no sooner the previous summer transfer window comes to an end. We all know to it that the previous summer transfer window ended on the 1st of it was on the 30th of August, right? And when it came to an end, we now have something that is really trending, and it's all about Manchester United looking in for players to come in through and obviously strengthen the squad. And the player that has been spotted, especially into the forward positions, is Eberechi, a player that I love die. I love him a lot. That is Eberechi, and if you know what he brings on the table, you'll obviously agree with me that they are really making the right scouting into the mix. I'm going to be telling you his release clause and what he brings to the club of Manchester United and why he's a standout player amongst the other players that United has always gone ahead to want to get in. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're totally watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rock and David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun. Continue to subscribe to this channel, and then the rest is really gonna be history. But United is in for Eberechi, and Eberechi, he's a player that has 26 years of age. He turned 26 years of age on the 29th of June this year. So that is almost the age bracket that United has always gone ahead obviously look into to obviously get into a player into that ilk. Now, who broke the story? Kudos to Samuel Lucas. He came out and told us that Eberechi is among the forwards Manchester United are monitoring ahead of a probable reinforcement on the flanks next year. So, Eberechi, United is in for him, and they're really trying to put in the required shift all together to obviously chase in for the best of the products that they're really having. Now, you go to the side of Fabrizio Romano. He has told us that the idea of Manchester United in 2025 is to add one more winger. They've been following and monitoring Eberechi. He's a player they like, but he's not the only one on the list. They are tracking several wingers. Now, when Fabrizio Romano comes out and says that, you obviously get to know that it's a confirmation that Manchester United is 100% in for Eberechi. Now, for Eberechi, what does he bring to Manchester United? First and foremost, he's a versatile player. He brings in what we call versatility, because when you are to look at the facility, right, of this guy known as Eberechi, obviously it's really one of a kind. I tell you, Eberechi is this kind of person who can play as a number 10. He can play as a right winger. He can play as a left winger. So when they talk about United wanting a winger, don't obviously come out and say, we've always gone ahead to see Eberechi playing centrally, right? But he has been seen on several occasions being played onto the left, you get, and onto the right. And his versatility, I think, is what United is looking at as a team and as they are scouting. And Arsenal is also charging for this player. In the previous summer, Arsenal showed interest. Liverpool, Man City have all gone ahead to show interest. Chelsea into this player known as Eberechi. And what does it mean when all other teams are interested in the player? It proves to you that this player is really worth that. Is really worth the chase. And Manchester United are like, we want to see to it that we do these things better, because this board came in through and they had lots of things to settle, you get. And this time round, by the time we get into the summer of 2025, United would have gone ahead to settle all the signings they want. And I think they want to talk to them before even this year comes to an end. They want to send an indicator to them that, please, we want to sign you. Are you willing to come? To see to it that they obviously beat off the competition, because having gone ahead to end the three-year count of the financial fair play accounting, meaning that these teams are really willing, are ready to really spend huge next summer, because that will be the first year of the 3 years. Remember, the financial fair play rule is a rule that really gives you an allowance of making a loss of only 35 million. Is it 38, 35? Between 35 to 38 million pounds. And you can spend 200 million pounds in your first year, and the second year you spend like 50. Then in the third year you spend like 60. That's why you saw to it that not very many teams went ahead to spend a lot of money in the previous summer transfer window, because it was summing the final year of the 3 years that they're supposed to obviously balance up their books. You understand? So every 3 years, that's when the financial fair play rule is balanced, and every club is allowed to make not, I think, 38 million of losses. You get? Like, to obviously have money to exceed your budget should be like 35 million pounds. So for Manchester United, they are really willing to spend big. And for Eberechi, I think when you're having a Bruno Fernandes who is really turning, sorry, who turned 30 over the weekend, you obviously have to get in a player like him who can obviously come in through and play as the number 10 at the club of Manchester United. Then you also look at Mason Mount, because that will be the next question. That Rokani, what about Mason Mount? I'll tell you, Mason Mount has turned out to be an injury-prone player, and if you're an injury-prone player, then you are not going to be playing at Manchester United, because competition is really going to be huge. And when Eberechi knocks on the door, I believe a lot will really pave way for players like Mason Mount, and even Marcus Rashford's position will be in question, because Rashford is left with just 1 season at the club of Manchester United, and I've gone ahead to see him on several occasions in this international break, trying to work hard to meet the levels of fitness and see to it that he hits the ground running, because if Rokan David seated in Africa knows it that this is the last season for Marcus Rashford at Manchester United, it's a make or break. It will be his last dance if at all he doesn't perform very well. If he performs very well, then maybe we won't obviously get in a player who is really going to act as a winger. You understand? But if he doesn't really perform or live up to the expectations of the manager and very many others, obviously he's really going to be shown the exit door. That is Marcus Rashford. And the coming on of Eberechi means a lot also to the likes of Anthony, because United, if they are looking in for wingers, they might be looking in for a winger who can obviously come through and compete with Amadi Diallo, or not. They might obviously make a decision and say, we want Garnacho to take on or to compete with Amadi Diallo, and then Eberechi to compete with Marcus Rashford off the left. So that is also possible. But for me, I think his best attributes is when he's playing into the central attacking midfield, because the talent is there, he has the skill, he can score goals, and his numbers don't lie. When you look at what he really offered last season, Eberechi offered last season, you'll all agree with me that a lot is really gonna happen in as follows. And last season he played 27 games, he scored 11 goals and put in 4 assists, 15 goal involvements, you know. And this season, 3 games played, he has 1 goal so far. So Eberechi can come in through and obviously give us what we want in as far as goals and assists are really concerned. And the most important bit of it all is what we've always gonna hit obviously say on several occasions, that for me, I want a talented player, and this guy is extra talented. And who are we talking about? We are talking about Eberechi, and he's that guy that will obviously get in through and obviously take United to where I think we want to be, because he's talented. Man City wants him, Liverpool wants him, Arsenal wants him, Chelsea wants him. Top teams are really wanting him, the likes of Newcastle, meaning that the player is that good. Then the Manchester Evening News have come out and told us that Eberechi has a release clause of £68 million in his Crystal Palace contract that can be triggered next year. Now, the price has been put out there, and I know the United is going to be in a better position to sign expensive players next summer. Do you know why? If you go ahead and really look at the highly paid players of Manchester United, you really get to know that they've gone ahead obviously get rid of many. Now we can talk about Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes, the most paid. They are at £375,000 a week. You understand? Then the other player, the other player is Marcus Rashford, £350,000 a week. Then after him, who comes next? I think Delete comes next. Sorry, Harry Maguire, then Delete, and then most of the players are below £150,000 a week. That's what Ineos wanted. They wanted to obviously get rid of players who earn a lot of money and see to it that they don't really come into their inconveniences at the club of Manchester United. So as it stands, the club of Manchester United is really paving way to see to it that these players really coming through, and that's why they want to get rid of Casemiro. You know, and I know next season Casemiro is not going to be here at the club of Manchester United and is really going to be leaving, because I 100% believe that United will be looking to bring in another midfielder in that position where Casemiro plays, and he won't be really having any space to breathe at the club of Manchester United. And to really bring you up to speed, I'll be excited for that. But for Eberechi Eze, he's a perfect signing for the club of Manchester United. He has the physicality. You know, sometimes we've gone ahead to be bullied by very many players, you know, because of our weak stature into that midfield. The likes of Ericsson, he cannot even fight for the ball. You understand how they now need to obviously get on to get out of that team, and Manchester United to get on as well. So we're here to wait and see how things are really going to pan out for the club of Manchester United, and I call upon for your reactions into the comment section below about Man United targeting Eberechi Eze. What are your thoughts about United targeting Eberechi Eze? You understand? Because Eberechi Eze has always gone ahead to obviously be very exciting. He scored the equalizer against Chelsea, and I like the skill. I like the skill set that this guy really has. So we sign out for now. See you later. Second video of the day and more is yet to come. I'm really gonna record another one, and don't sleep before you watch it. In the next 2 hours, I'm gonna really drop it like it's hot onto this channel, and let's see close to 100 likes much of this video. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a day. And remember, we want to hit 20,000 subscribers before the end of this week, guys. So go ahead and continue to put in the shift. And guys, I'm out. See you later, my mates, because you people are really great and I love you. Die. Bye bye.